Hi, seniors and senior families. Welcome to my second summer workshop. Today, we will learn how to request your transcripts and teacher letters of recommendation. The school counseling office uses Naviance to electronically send your high school transcript to college. The first step for every student is to decide where they are applying and start those applications. Transcripts and teacher letters of recommendation need a place to go. So please follow these directions to ensure your high school transcript is sent correctly to the colleges you have applied to. To get started, you will need to access your Naviance account. You can access your Naviance account by going to the website address directly or through the high school's webpage under Site Shortcuts, or you can Google Naviance student and sign in as a student. All middle and high school students have been registered. When you sign in to your Naviance account, you will have a choice as to what type of user. If you're a parent, you're going to log in using the parent account. If you're a student, you're going to log in choosing student. Sign in using your high school email and password. Here's a helpful hint. Have your school district email already opened. There are no special logins through Naviance, no special passcodes or words. You're just strictly using your school district email and password. Our office uses Naviance to send transcripts, teacher letters of recommendation, senior year schedules, mid-year grades if required by a college, and final transcripts to college. We can only send transcripts to the colleges you have listed in your Naviance account. So once you log in, you're going to see tabs across the top, and then you're also going to be able to see your My Favorites tab, which is always sitting here on the right-hand side. Click on the Colleges tab or Colleges I'm applying to. Once you do, a screen will populate asking you if you're applying using the Common App. If so, you would need to match your Naviance account with the Common App. Those colleges then will automatically appear in your Naviance account under Colleges I'm applying to. Right now, your Naviance account is completing its annual rollover, so this information will not be visible, nor will you be able to request teacher letters of recommendation until that rollover is complete. I expect it to be done before mid-August. So if you log into your Naviance account right now, you will not see this hot pink banner. You will not be able to match your Common App account with Naviance. If you'd like additional information about matching your account, here's a link that you can go to where Naviance has a 3-minute video. But basically, when it's available, you click Match Accounts, and Naviance will ask you what is the email address you are using for your Common App account and what is your birth date. Once you provide that information, the accounts match, and every college listed in your Common App account will appear in your Naviance account. As you add colleges throughout your senior year, it's a 24-hour cycle for Naviance to get caught up with the Common App. So after the initial matching, if in a month you add a new college, it will take 24 hours to appear in your Naviance account. If you're not using just the Common App, but also applying to colleges specifically, you can manually add those colleges by going into Colleges I'm Applying to and clicking on this pink plus button. A drop-down box will appear, and you will either pick a college from there, or you will use the search function and search for your specific college. Remember, it's important to pick the college in the city and state you plan on applying to. There are multiple colleges with very similar names, so you want to make sure that you are picking the correct school. Other important information our office needs is what type of application did you use or plan on using? Is it rolling like Pitt and Penn State? Is it early decision, which is offered by mainly private schools and universities, early action? And that's important to our office because if you decide to apply to the legally binding early decision school, an agreement must be signed by yourself as a student, one of your parents or guardians, but also your school counselor. And that information only appears in your Naviance account once you identify the type of application you're using. Very few students do legally binding early decision because, again, you're guaranteeing the college that you will attend if accepted. Forms. There are some forms that need to be filled out in order for the process to run smoothly. We don't have papers anymore here in the school counseling office. So if you have a cousin or a sibling that tells you to go down to school counseling and get the papers, we stopped that quite a few years ago. So the first step for every senior in the month of August, when Sapphire completes its rollover, is to have a parent or guardian complete the parental permission form in the Sapphire Community Portal. You can also find a copy of your unofficial transcript there. This document is legal in the sense that it allows the high school and the high school staff to send documentation legally on your behalf to not just colleges and universities, but the NCAA clearinghouse as well. And so we need a parental signature for each, a student and parental signature for each student. You only need to complete this one time. You don't complete it for each college. The other form that needs to be completed is the transcript request Google form. That form does need to be completed each and every time you apply to a college that requires your transcript. Not all colleges require transcripts anymore. Many schools, Pitt, Penn State, Virginia Tech, use self-reported academic record or SAR. So when you complete and submit an application, you will be sent a link to self-identify the classes you've completed in high school and your senior year schedule. So again, this form is used only for colleges and universities that require an official transcript. So we need you to use that form and add those colleges to your Naviance account. What's not reported on the transcript? Your class rank, SAT or ACT scores. You must contact the ACT or the SAT College Board to have your scores sent to each and every college. Class rank, if you're curious what your class rank is, there's actually a form that you can fill out on the high school website under school counseling forms to complete that process. Generally speaking, only students that fall within the top 10 of their class will have their request that their rank be reported on their transcript. Counselor teacher letters of recommendation. Research admission requirements. Many schools no longer require nor accept letters of recommendation. So please take a few moments when you're doing your applications to make sure that your letter of recommendation can actually be sent. We have a lot of issues in recent years with students not realizing that Pitt does not want nor accept teacher letters of recommendation. So if you enter that school in Naviance and then request a letter of recommendation, your teacher will be frustrated to find out that it cannot be submitted because Pitt, Penn State, Virginia Tech, Clemson, they've blocked it from being sent directly to that school. If you haven't asked your teacher or counselor in person, do so when school reopens. It's always a nice touch to set up a meeting or to come to school early and speak with your counselor or teachers and ask them in person, because each one of them will have a process for you to complete. Your counselor letter will be sent directly with your transcript. Your teacher letters are sent by teachers in Naviance. So we do not send your teacher letters of recommendation. They are responsible for actually sending them. Do not request a teacher letter of recommendation through the Common App. Pine Richland High School is a Naviance school. All teachers have been told to decline offers through the Common App. We use Naviance to send documentation. If you need a short video, there's a video that Naviance has created on how to follow the process. When it is open, sometime around mid-August, you will go to your colleges tab, or over on the right-hand side, colleges I'm applying to. In the drop-down box, pick letters of recommendation, pick your teacher, and what schools you want that teacher to send their letter to. Make sure that you follow up with your teacher that they have received the request and that they're able and willing to send a letter on your behalf. Here is the tab that will actually request a letter. Here's a current drop-down box. Please note you don't see Mr. Byko listed there. Mr. Byko retired, so he is no longer able to send letters of recommendation on behalf of students. Teachers and your school counselor will most likely require a resume and for you to complete the brag sheet. The brag sheet is a survey, so you will find both of these items under About Me. Here's the resume builder. As a career readiness lesson, most of you were required to complete a resume, so you can use that template and update it, or you can supply your teacher and your school counselor with an old-fashioned traditional electronic copy of your resume, whatever's easier for you. Surveys are found under Surveys from your school. In conclusion, finalize your college list, complete your applications, log into your Naviance account, search for those colleges, and add them to colleges I'm applying to. Make sure you add not just the college, but the type of application you used. If using the Common App, make sure that you match your Naviance account with the Common App. Complete and submit to the school counseling office your transcript requests and the parental permission forms. It takes our office 10 business days to process. Follow all directions for letters of recommendation, especially those given to you by your teachers. Anyone with questions, please stop and see us when school resumes. Many of us here in the school counseling office have sent our own children to college. Not only are we knowledgeable about the college admission process, but we're also knowledgeable about how to help you if you have questions about Naviance. We've helped many students navigate the college admission process, and we would like to help you as well. So don't be strangers, Pine Richland. Keep in touch. Let us know when you need us.